Slalom skating. It's one of those skills that not only looks super cool, it's also just really good for your skating and a good way to learn how to use your edges and control your skates. So I'm not a slalom skating expert, but I did used to teach kids at Skate Journey Skate School, and we had so much fun with the basics. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you the most basic slalom moves that I'm familiar with. This video is for you if you are trying to get into slalom skating or freestyle skating, but also if you're just an inline skater, because it's all about balance, controlling your skates, and creativity. Let's get started. The first move is half snake. This is when you roll next to the cones with one foot weaving through. You want to do it both directions, other direction, other side. The next one is just weaving through the cones with your feet together. This is called fish. Your feet are together and you're just weaving through with your feet together. A lot of people say that fish is probably the easiest one to learn. It's also just so much fun. In and out. You can also weave through with your feet more in a straight line, slight scissor, and that would be a full snake. It's a little harder this direction because it's uphill. You do ideally want a flat surface for your session, but this next one I think is the easiest, lemon drop, and that's just open and close, so shape of a V. You're making a lemon shape. When you first do this, you could go every 2 cones because it's easier to make big lemons than little ones. Every 2 cone. When that feels good, bring it in and do every cone. Is a rocking horse where you just go back and forth. You can also sort of rocking horse down the line, so go forward and backward, and then you'll go forward. That's a really good leg workout. I'm feeling that one. This next one is my very favorite, and I've actually already made a full-length video on how to do this move because I love it so much. So it's called the basket weave, and it's my favorite because it's so easy, but it looks so cool at the same time. It's a great one to show off to your friends. I've also heard it called crisscross. If you know the real terms, let me know in the comments. So to learn crisscross, it's just like a lemon drop where you bring your feet together, but instead of feet together, you're gonna cross in front and alternate feet. So you'll be going open, right foot, open, left foot, open, right foot, open, left foot. And when it's easy, time to add the cones. Open, right foot, open, left foot. My favorite slalom move, personally. I could do it forever. It feels so good, so fluid. Your lemon twist. This is harder. Same idea as the lemon drop, rocking horse, but you're gonna go sideways through the cones. And this is the stepping stone for learning grapevine, which is such a classic, beautiful slalom move. So you're gonna go sort of sideways, and then you'll kind of pivot to backwards. Pivot, forwards, pivot, and I'm skipping the cones. And now you're starting to really understand what it's like to do pivots, which are a key component of slalom skating. The last move I'm gonna share with you today might be going into intermediate level, not as easy, but it is a personal favorite, and it's easy to learn. It just, I think, requires a lot of practice. So this is a reminder, practice is your best teacher, but I love this one. You're gonna weave through on one foot. Now I want to talk about equipment. My skates, I rockered them, which means I made the front and the back wheel smaller than the two middle wheels, which puts me on like a rocker, a banana rocker. So my inside wheels are bigger and my outside wheels are smaller, which is just going to maximize maneuverability, help with pivots, help with weaving through the cones. So rockered skates. And then the next piece of equipment is these cones. So these cones, a friend actually gave to me that he bought, I think at like Home Depot. So really any baby cone, there's like baby sports cones. You can also buy slalom skating cones, which some of them are really pro and have this like rubber thing at the top. So if you hit the cone, it doesn't get stuck in your skate. You could use pine cones. I love using pine cones. And the distance between the cones, the standard professional distance is 80 centimeters between each cone, but set it up however you want. I eyeball it, but you might also want to bring a tape measure, another piece of equipment, and just mark 80 centimeters. You can also take a piece of chalk and put chalk by the dot to really know the right distance between the cones. And on the subject of skating with cones, they're also just great for beginner practice. One thing that I did with my kids at the skate school a lot is this, where you roll one foot down and then march your other foot over the cone. You could also set them up in a line like this as a way of practicing stopping, right? So maybe I'm learning my T-stop. Practicing with cones, you have to stop right when you get to the cone. Or you could set them up in a circle and practice your crossovers around the cones. You could even do slalom skating in a circle through the cones, lemon drops in a circle. And this one, you really feel this outside foot. So if you need to do any strengthening, you could also practice your turning around a cone. If you want to learn a really sharp turn, take a cone. All of the moves we practiced today, if you feel like any of them were too easy, just remember one way to make them harder is to do it backwards. So lemon drops are too easy. I challenge you to backward lemon drops through the cones. Oh. That's going to be it for today. Stay tuned and let me know if you want to see more of a breakdown of any of these moves. I would love to talk about them more. Thank you guys for watching. I love you.
Up my appetite, no fork, no knife, having dinner with my eyes. So sweet, so nice, have a slice of